Hi, everyone. I'm Donna Norris, Soul Level Intuitive.
Hi, I'm Bree Swanson, and I'm a small medium at large.
And we're back again with video number 2 in our series on psychic development stones and enhancing your psychic ability type stones. So these are great. These are for whether you're doing readings for yourself, whether you're doing readings for other people, if you want to just use them in meditation, or healing. These stones, a lot of these stones have a lot of different purposes, but for the purpose of this video, we're just focusing on ones that are good for psychic type work. Excuse me, my dog wants in the lap again. He never wants to do it like before we start the video. He always waits until it's going. Anyway, sorry, y'all. So please, just make sure that when you get these stones, if you don't have them, you want to add them to your collection, that we're trying to use some that are common, easily found. So please make sure that you buy them from a reputable shop or a reseller online who you know for sure is giving you the real deal. So unfortunately, there are some fakes going around out there right now. So anyway, just want to give you that little warning.
Yeah, and then also we're going to be talking about the different cleansing and charging and stuff methods.
Yep.
Of course, we're going to be talking about it um, through like the latter part of when we talk about the crystals, but we're also going to be going ahead and talking about that at the end. And then we also wanted to mention some crystal like do's and don'ts, especially with the don'ts. Make sure
Yeah.
not submerge your don't submerge them if you don't know what they do in water. So they will get brittle, they will deteriorate. Some of them leave unnecessary gas. Never eat your crystals, never breathe them in. Just be safe, do your research, and you'll be good.
We'll try to warn you. This way you've got everything you need when you walk away from the video too. We'll try to make sure you're safe. So, but just as you know, crystals are a great tool. They're not a magic bullet, so you're not going to immediately become super psychic when you get these crystals around you, but they're a beautiful way to enhance your sacred space, to just kind of uplift the atmosphere of the reading. They actually go energetically from you to your client. If you're doing a reading for someone else, the energy will be transmitted through you and your energy to them. So it's a beautiful way to build a wonderful sacred connection. Crystal energy is just like with anything else on the planet, usually a higher frequency. So it helps uplift the environment, keep things going on a good, smooth pace. So let's go ahead and get started with video number 2.
Cool. And then the first crystal we have is Rainbow Moonstone. Is
Oh, lovely. It's one of my favorites. So you can see this is a ring that I wear for almost every reading. It's one of my absolute favorites. I also have it in, yeah, Brie too. Also have it in a necklace form.
cool. Yeah, it's definitely a joy, and like it's one of those stones that invokes that great sense of joy, and I believe it's also associated with Archangel Haniel. And,
Yes, that's the stone of intuition, right?
and it really just brings things to light that just don't seem as obvious. That's what I find when I'm working with it. That's typically what happens to me. It's like, oh, there's that little subtlety that's just sneaked in there. And by the way, you need to talk about this. And I'm like, okay, let's do it.
Yep, yep. And it gives you that with this little nudgy feeling. A lot of times it works a lot with clairsentience and also with the sacral chakra.
Mm-hmm.
So it's all about, that intuitive birthing, that intuitive knowing. Also works with the third eye and the crown chakra too, in connection with the pineal gland. So really great stone. And it's positive frequency. It's sort of like it's such a positive energy stone that it just deflects negativity by virtue of its high vibration. It's just hard for the icky stuff to stick to you if you've got this in your field, your energy field, right? So it just kind of keeps them from even coming in and getting near you. So
Mm-hmm.
it's also, I think, a little bit more powerful in terms of its frequency resonance than the other moonstones. Um, I don't know why, it's just my favorite. To me, it's like big, giant, beautiful white opal. I just love it. I just love it.
It has a nice shine to it too.
Yeah, it really does. And it just diffuses energy blocks too that may be coming through your auric field and through your clients. So let's see, pairs well, like wine with meals, pairs well with sunstone, labradorite, black jade, amber, moldavite, amethyst, and jet. It also is obviously a stone that you could clean and recharge in the moonlight.
Mm-hmm.
And but it will break under stress. It's a soft stone, and actually, if you wear it as a ring, be careful not to knock it too hard against something, because I actually have chipped off pieces of moonstone before.
Yeah.
So it will stress under sudden temperature changes, under heat, or with a good hard whack.
Yeah.
You have to be a little bit careful with moonstone.
Yeah. Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely. I have a ring that is like sunstone and moonstone, and it works. It really works nicely together. And when you said that about sunstone, like you got to be careful with it, I immediately thought of my sunstone ring that I did whack, and it was not fun. And I'm like, no, it has the tiniest little thing on it. But yeah, careful with moonstone.
Yeah. I have a watermelon tourmaline stone that's got a crack right through the middle for the same thing. I talk with my hands, and I'm not always careful. Even in readings, blah. So anyway, if you're going to wash it, with water, you can use warm soapy water, but just be sure that you dry it off right away. Because it is softer, it does lose its luster if you leave it in water or use water with it too much.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah.
So what's next?
And then I believe with that, I think we were also going to say smudging it is really great. And night bowls are also really great for it too.
Yeah. So any of the dry methods are good. We'll go over those at the end of the video for you too. So that's Rainbow Moonstone.
Cool. Okay. And then what do we have next? We've got SERAPHINITE.
Yes, I love this one. Its name comes from the seraphim, which is the highest order of angels in the angelic realm. And you can see from her ring, if you look at it in person, it's a dark, dark, beautiful deep green with these silvery white feathery veins that looks like angel wings. It
Yeah.
really does. It's gorgeous, beautiful stone. Yeah.
Yeah.
So it works with all the clairs too.
Mm-hmm.
Every one of the clairs, and also all the chakras. So it's a beautiful universal stone to have.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
How do you work with yours?
I
Where
use mine on during readings or during every day. It's a very high frequency stone. So like connecting with angels and all of that good stuff, all of that divine wisdom, just pouring down into your head. It'll help. At least it helps me.
It's awesome.
But it's one of those stones too where like I really wanted a super stone. And I didn't know about Seraphonite at the time, and I was walking through like a really cool crystal store, and they had all these really pretty rings. And like I kept trying on the rings, and I was like, no, I don't like this one. No, I don't like this one. No, I don't like this one. And then I saw the Seraphonite, and I'm like, that one. That
That's the
one
one.
there. I want that one. And then
Yeah.
the owner was funny because she was like, oh, I'm glad I'm not the only one that's picky that. Just settle.
No, it's beautiful. I'm kind of picky about the stones I get too, so I understand. But it's a really cool stone in the way that it helps you feel centered, but also energized at the same time. A lot of times when you have a stone that makes you feel centered, it's very calming, it's very peaceful, but this one is kind of like, woo, it's really high energy stone.
Yeah.
So, it harmonizes too. Also, yeah, moldavite is another one that it works well with. Tanzanite, danbarite. You've heard us talk about these in other videos. Herkimer diamonds and charoite for doing psychic work. It's really good if you're doing psychic work. The charoite's that purple stone, really good for that. So you can wash it with, always use a non-acidic soap, by the way. No abrasives, but a non-acidic soap, and wipe it dry. It's harder stone.
Cool. And then we've got, okay, so next stone is definitely one of my favorites. I love this one. I've got some pieces if you want to.
Sure. Which one are you talking kyanite?
Kyanite, yes. I'm sorry. I
Okay.
should.
I just want to be sure I'm on the right one.
Yeah, it's great. I love that it just catches all of the things that you need that you feel like okay are coming at you maybe too fast or just I mean kyanite is like the meaning of like a kite, right? So it does a great job of catching all the insight, all the things that you need to know and you need to deliver, especially if you're working psychically. um but yeah,
Is that a blue or a black one? That's
this is the blue kyanite necklace,
yeah.
and
I
it's got
have
like,
just a flat piece
yeah.
of blue kyanite. I just love this stone. It's good for telepathy
Hmm.
and also claircognizance and clairvoyance and clairsentience.
Hmm.
And all the colors work with the third eye and the crown chakra, but certain other colors like work a little bit differently. What is that, the green one or what is
This is
that one?
a old piece of kyanite, so it looks a lot different. It looks different than the,
Oh, so it's tumbled instead of this rough.
yeah.
Yeah, because the rough is a little flinty. You can almost see the layers in it. It's really, so the
Yeah.
tumbled one's really pretty.
Yeah. Oh, and then I also have a ring of the blue kyanite too.
Oh, that's really pretty. Yeah, I
Yeah.
love that. Love that. Really high vibration stone. It channels the energy quickly, kind of
Mm.
like open you up psychically and helping you download info.
And it cleanses and charges all of the chakras.
Yep.
Does a
Yep.
job at that.
Really good. I've got some notes on the different colors and what they do, so I'm just going to go through them, even though all I have is blue on hand. But blue kyanite is great for making telepathic communication easier if both parties are open, which makes it perfect for animal communication because usually my animals are always wanting to talk, so they love being able to have a voice. So, and you can use blue together with green to help bridge the connection between the human and the nature spirit realms.
Mhm.
Nature spirits love the green kyanite. And then
Mhm.
the black kyanite enables you to see, there's some right there, past lives, and also see forward to probable future outcomes. Indigo kyanite is like a super deep blue, and it really pops the pineal gland into action. And indigo, as well as green, assist with lucid dreaming. That's where you're kind of semi-awake when you're dreaming, and astral travel. So if you want to do either one of those two things, you can sleep with indigo or green inside your pillowcase. That's what's recommended. Orange kyanite is also works well with the sacral chakra, and it clears blockages caused by negative attachments or negative energies, either from this life or even from past lives. So just know that you can use all the different colors of kyanite. They work really well with each other. They complement each other well, and they just magnify each other's efforts. So you get a superpower punch better than usual for just using one. But
Yeah.
you can cleanse kyanite by holding it under cool running water or smudging it with sage. Preferably, I put mine next to selenite afterward to recharge it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, honestly, like, yeah, kyanite can work really well with selenite and black tourmaline. I actually have a bracelet that I made. It was the selenite, blue kyanite, and black tourmaline.
I'm sure. Bounced everything, made it stronger.
Yeah.
Cool. So what's next? What have we got next? Is it lapis? Lapis lazuli?
Yes. But I think really quickly, I think we wanted to mention too that oh yeah, I think we mentioned selenite. Selenite is good for blue kyanite in terms of like the dry cleansing.
It's better to do dry cleansing. You can do kyanite with water, but selenite definitely not. But I think we'll get to that in just a bit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
But lapis lazuli, I don't know how you say it. It's a really pretty rich, deep blue.
Mm-hmm.
Small sample of it. I love it in earrings because it's for clear audience.
Mm-hmm.
This lapis, see how brilliant and rich that blue is, and Bree has it in a tumbled natural color.
Hmm.
You have to be careful when you buy it like this, when it's cut and put into jewelry, because it's one that's baked a lot. And the way you can tell if it's real or if it's fake is that you can get like a Q-tip or something with just a little bit of nail polish remover on a corner and just rub it a little bit. And if you have a little blue residue on the Q-tip, then you know it's dyed and it's fake.
Yeah.
So be careful with that.
Hmm.
But it's really good, not just for clairaudience, but also for claircognizance and for precognition, where you can have a vision of something that hasn't happened yet,
Hmm.
or get a download and just know that something's about to happen.
Yeah. Yeah. It's great for working with if you feel like stuck. You're stuck in something and you need some movement. It's beautiful to work with that way too. It has such a history, like a rich history and a rich just not only like a rich history, but like there's so much, there's just, the pottery, the art, the everything. There's so much, there's so much with lapis lazuli. So yeah.
It's great. In terms of the clairs and the chakras, obviously it works well during psychic work with your throat chakra and your third eye chakra. The ears actually there are two ear chakras, and it works tremendously well with them, but they're kind of minor chakras compared to the major ones that run up and down the main meridian. So just wanted to throw that out there. But it it kind of awakens the inner queen, that's inside
Yeah.
of all of us. That kind of helped with your confidence. If you've got a long day of a lot of readings and you start to feel like your energy's flagging a little bit, you can pull out your lapis and start to wear that for your readings, and it kind of gives you an extra little boost again.
Yeah.
So, yeah. But I love how it just brings really clear visions in your mind's eye and messages, hearing messages clairaudiently. It's beautiful for that.
Yeah.
So. Let's see. One of the other things I wanted to talk about is if you meditate with lapis, it can help you with past life recall and
Hmm.
so buried present life memories. As far as which ones it works well with, again, it works well with moldavite, and together with alexandrite or opal, it can help bring forward past life stuff. Using lapis with turquoise is really good for continuing psychic development. And then rhodochrosite, sugilite, chrysoprase, petersite, rhodonite, and larimar. They're all also good for psychic development. You pair it with them. So lapis, like I said, can be cleansed with a quick dip in warm soapy water, but most of the time I just use one of the dry methods.
Yeah.
Sunlight, moonlight, saging, sound, doing it like that.
And I find it also works really well with amber during meditation.
Ah, nice. Good, good. I didn't know that. Thank you.
Yeah, and it was funny because I think my kids, they intuitively picked that out for me. And I was like, oh, I see what you're doing.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Cool. So last but not least, we have vanadinite. And this is another stone that I just recently picked up, and it's like one of my new favorites. You can see they're tiny little crystalline structures in this kind of ruddy color. You can see that from the side how much deeper it is compared to the geode that it sits in. But it works with clairsentience and clairvoyance. And this is one of the stones that works with the root chakra. So also the sacral chakra and the solar plexus chakra. It's really good for the lower chakras. So it's a great anchoring stone for endurance on, when you have busy work days with a lot of readings, or you have, a big project that you need to get done and you need the stamina and the endurance to stick with it and get it done. This is a really good stone, for that. Yeah. And in addition to the lower chakras, it also helps to help organize your thoughts,
Hmm.
and they come through like clearly, and you're able to relay them clearly and easily and in an organized way to whoever you're reading for. So it helps you stay connected to your body with the lower chakra while you're also connected to spirit with your upper chakra. So let's see, what did I want to say? Oh, it works well with carnelian, another orange stone, and orange calcite if you're trying to stimulate your sacral chakra, your second chakra. For third eye work, if you wanted to help boost that, you can pair it with iolite and also with lapis lazuli. So again, this is one that I cleanse in moonlight, put it in the windowsill and cleanse it in the moonlight. You can also recharge it, putting it on a selenite stick or selenite plate. But basically, just like that. Pretty easy. So again, just to close, we want to run through some of the cleaning and cleansing methods. Again, when you're cleaning, you want to be thinking about the intention of thanking it for doing its job, and you're using this process to clear, whether you're running it underwater or wafting sage or Palo Santo sticks around it or doing the sound. Bree does singing bowls a lot, and that's great because then you don't have to disturb anything. Tuning forks are also good. Bells are also good. I like the solfeggio frequency videos that you can get on YouTube, and you can just crank those up, and wherever they are in the house, your crystals are going to get a charge. I like to use the love hertz and the releasing hertzes of 417 or 528 hertz. But you can also, as I just showed you, put them on a selenite stick, set them in the windowsill, put them in direct sun. Some people bury them in the yard. Not all stones are good for burying in the yard, but not a method that I use. I'm afraid I'll forget that they're there or lose them.
That you have with like a specific flower and then bury them with the flower. I don't know, but like I feel like in the yard, it's like you might forget about them.
Right? Yeah, I have enough memory problems. I don't need that. Yeah. So, what else do we want to tell them? Oh, the ultrasonic.
Oh, yeah. So for ultrasonic cleaning, the little device that you get either on Amazon or whatever to clean your jewelry, that's great for silver and diamonds and stuff. And anything above, I think it's like a 9 or above is fine. So like rubies, sapphires, that's fine. But you do not want to cleanse, or you do not want to put any of those stones that we just talked about into the machine, because chances are they are probably below a 9, and 9 is like one of the hardest on the Moss scale. Hardness.
Right. So you want to be sure, the chemicals in it are just not good. They could dissolve the stone, they could suck the color out. I mean, just, suck the color out, but lose its luster, change its color, soften the stone or make it brittle, just has different effects on different stones. So while it's great for cleansing your gold and your silver, it's not so great for your semi-precious stones and your crystals. So please be careful with that. And Bree also told me today, I learned this recently, sorry, maybe not today, but if it has the word "ite" in the end of it, if it ends in ITE,
be careful.
Be careful.
In regards to water.
Yeah, avoid using water. So anyway, if you have any questions or comments on the video, or if you'd like us to ask us about any other kinds of combinations, please be sure to leave a comment at this video after this video. We do read all the comments and we'll try to respond quickly. And if you like what you heard, we hope you'll hit like and subscribe so that we can come up in the rhythm and get to more people and help more people. And until next time, we'll just say bye for now. We've got 2 more coming.
Bye. Thank you.